Alright guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another episode of our Legend Winnipeg Jets BAGM mode. So in the last episode we got kicked out of the playoffs once again by our arch nemesis, the Minnesota Wild. We cannot seem to beat the Wild. We got swept in 4 straight. Manny Fernandez, the guy just kills us every single time we play him. He just totally shut us right down, and we couldn't find a way to score any goals on him, and that's really unfortunate. So we're gonna hop into the off season here, the free agency and the re-sign. So we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. So we do have Eric Comrie who's gonna come up. I know for a fact he'll probably jump up to be 83 to 85 by the start of next year. That's great and all. Say we were to keep every player that we had now currently on our roster, we would have a 86 overall James Reimer, which is definitely a legit starting goaltender. I mean, he won the Vezina Trophy last year. That's why I'm really hesitant to trade him. But I mean, there's lots of comments saying, you got to trade Reimer for a legit second line centerman because obviously you just lost Joe Thornton. So there has to be a way for us to work around this. I do want to trade James Reimer, don't get me wrong, because we do have Eric Comrie who's going to come up, but I don't think he's going to be listed as a starter for next year. He played amazing in the playoffs, had a pretty decent regular season there. Just unreal against the St. Louis Blues. It was crazy. But you see, he's not going to be a starting goalie for next year. So that's going to screw us over because we do need a legit second line centerman. And I kind of have a plan here. So Teemu Selanne, Mark Scheifele, and Philip Forsberg, you guys are going to be our first line going into next year. Hopefully, barring any crazy free agency or any crazy trades, that's the first line we're going to roll with here. And it's going to be Palat, and then what? I mean, we have to pick up someone in free agency or go get a player, or go get a centerman, because we cannot have Palat and Gallagher with Austin Watson or Matthew Perreault. It's just not going to work. So what I want to do is go get a star. I mean, we were looking at free agency last time, and if Paul Kariya or any one of those legends that was available, I think it was like Yashin and a couple other ones, they were available. If we could swing one of them, I mean, I would love to have 2 legends on my first line with Mark Scheifele. That would be ridiculous. And then maybe, I feel like we have to trade James Reimer to get a decent second line centerman, and I have a couple ideas of who I want to get. A couple of them are pretty unrealistic, but I think I'm going to go to San Jose and pick up Thomas Hertl. I will show you guys in the draft why. But I mean, I was looking at around the NHL here, and Colorado, they have 390 overall centermen. Like, I could easily trade for Nathan MacKinnon. I could trade Nicholas Milosh, a first-round pick, and like some prospects for Nathan MacKinnon. But then that would mean we're having basically the exact same problem that Colorado has, having 2 first-line centers on your team, and 2 young first-line centers on your team. Obviously, Nathan MacKinnon is the better of the 2, but that would not really help us out. So we need a second-line centerman, because if you look at our squad, we don't really have any second-line centermen that are ready to come up in for prospect-wise. Prospect-wise, we don't really have any prospect centermen except for Nicholas Patan, who's not going to be available for a couple years, at least 2 more years. He's ripping it up in the AHL, maybe 1 or 2 more years for him, but we're going to have to get a second liner, and I'm looking at San Jose here, and Thomas Hertl's kind of in the same position that Nathan MacKinnon is. Obviously not that crazy, but he is stuck behind Joe Pavelski and Logan Couture. Look at all these centermen they have. Tyler Kennedy, Loktonov, Wingles, Fraser. They have so many centermen. So maybe getting Thomas Hertl wouldn't be the worst idea. We will hop into the draft here. I think getting Thomas Hertl would be pretty sick. And then, I mean, we'll look at the... go ahead and look at the free agency here, because there is possibility that one of these players could jump to free agency. We could see, I don't think Ovi's going to go to free agency, but we could see Bobby Orr, Jamie Benn, Keith Tkachuk, Rick Nash. That'll be amazing. James Neal even. Like, we get all of these players if they decide to go to free agency. But one last thing here I thought I would show you guys. I was just looking around, and this is ridiculous, actually. I mean, I had no idea that adding 1 legend to a team would make the players around him so much, like, just ridiculous. They just play amazing. So you guys know we added Mike Modano to Dallas, right? And who plays on Mike Modano's wing? Tyler Seguin. He is now 95 overall. Can you believe that? I didn't edit this guy whatsoever. 95 overall, playing with a 92 Mike Modano and a 90 Jamie Benn. That is the grossest line in the NHL. I was thinking, holy shit, 95 for Tyler Seguin? That is just ridiculous. I was not expecting him to get that good. But we'll hop into the draft here. I don't really know, honestly, I don't know what players to go after. I'm thinking Thomas Hertl. We're going to have a look here. I think the only way we're going to be able to get Hertl is to trade James Reimer, because I can try to swing something here, but I was looking around the NHL, and I don't really want to go after someone like Paul Stas, and he was making $7 million a year. Thomas Hertl's basically perfect. He's making 2.3 for 3 years. He's 85. He's skilled as hell. He's sick. Put him alongside Philip Forsberg and Andre Palat. That would be ridiculous. That would be an unreal second line. But to trade him, I would have to trade James Reimer, because I don't have anything. I can't. I want to make this deal go through without James Reimer, because I know Eric Comrie's not going to be a starting goalie for next year, and I don't want to ruin Eric Comrie. If he's listed as a backup, I don't want to play him as a starter. You know what I mean? So I just don't really. I could, trade Dal Cole. Dal Cole, we got him on waivers. Okay, wait a minute here. We could trade Dal Cole for Hertl straight up. He is a left wing. We have so many. We do have quite a few left wing prospects. We have Skapski coming up. We have Bjorkstrand, Babinsev. Maybe we should trade Dal Cole. You guys are saying Dal Cole does not get any better, which is crazy to me. But do we trade Dal Cole instead of James Reimer? Oh, man. See, I want to keep Reimer for next year. That's the thing, because Comrie's not going to be a starter. So do we trade? We are pretty rich with prospects here. Like, you look at our prospect pool, and we're pretty much, top of the line tier for prospects. Milosh, Nikolai Elias, D'Angelo, Skapski, Bjorkstrand, Patan, Babinsev, Point, and even for goaltending prospects, like, we're right there. Kakkonen guy and Peter Lee, who's going to be pretty good as well. So I think I'm more comfortable trading Michael Dal Cole for Thomas Hertl instead of trading our Vezina Trophy winning goaltender. We can probably worry about our goaltending controversy for next year, because Reimer can still get the job done, and if we can split, maybe 50-50 for next year, start Eric Comrie 42 games and then start James Reimer for 42 games. We'll just go through as it is. Michael Dal Cole for Thomas Hertl. Might be a little bit. I could try it. A top tier prospect for a young second line centerman coming to a sick team. I don't think San Jose's that great. Plus, Hertl is having decent years. He was minus 19 last year. He needs a change of scenery. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Hertl. Are you coming to Winnipeg? Yes, you are, Michael Dal Cole. We got him on waivers, right? We can't really say we traded anything for him, because it was a waiver pickup. It was a crazy thing that happened. So I am very happy with Thomas Hertl coming over to our team, and now we're going to go ahead and get a player here. I would like to get a centerman. He's a grinder. We don't have any prospect centerman. That's the thing. We already have so many wingers. Ethan Price, Dean Neal. I kind of want to go after the centerman, but then again, I kind of would like to see this 20-year-old right-wing sniper. This guy looks pretty good as well. We do have to get Ty Comrie as well. Where is he? Ty Comrie. He's going to be here. I don't know if we're going to be able to pick him or not, because I don't have any third or fourth round picks, so I might have to just go trade for him. I might just trade a random player for him. I do want to get Ty Comrie, though. That is a for sure. So he's a centerman, right? If he's a centerman, I feel comfortable getting a winger, because I know for a fact we're going to go ahead and we are going to get Ty Comrie. So I'm going to pick Ethan Price here, hit him over Austin Wagner, right wing. Yeah, I'm going to go with Price here. And I do have to keep an eye out who chose Ty Comrie. I don't have any draft picks to get him, so he wasn't taken in the second round. That's good news for us, actually. That's really good news for us. So he did actually slip to the 3rd round, 10th overall. I thought he was going to slip. I was like, I have the 17th. Oh, man, that sucks. So we're going to have to go trade with Montreal right now. Pick a centerman here. Who are we going to get? Do we want Eric Bickle, the American, or the... we want to get the Austrian or the Canadian? We got Pat Kovalchuk here. This could be the next coming of Kovalchuk. Mark Brodeur. Let's go with... We already have so many wing playmakers. Why do you have so many winger prospects? Let's go with Eric Bickle here. Sniper, yeah, I like playmakers for my centerman, so let's pick him up, and then this is going to be the end of the draft. So we will go ahead and trade for Ty Comrie from the Montreal Canadiens. We'll just give up maybe a random pick or something like that. So we'll quickly get the re-sign stage done here. We have to actually re-sign Teemu Selanne this year. So let's see what the prospect pool was like this year for the draft. So rookie skaters, we got... Who do we get? We got that Price. He's actually a 70 overall, 4 gold star player, so that's pretty sick. Ethan Price, another really talented winger coming to Winnipeg. We have so many of them, but Nikolai Elias, all of these guys, our prospect pool is looking really, really nice, and that Eric Bickle guy is a 4 red star, so that's not terrible. So let's go ahead and get the re-sign stage completed here, and then we will hop into the free agency. I'm hoping that one of those crazy players did actually drop, but we'll go ahead and re-sign some players here. You know how I like to speed up the re-sign stage, so my voice is going to get really quick here. Let's go. Okay, Matthew Perreault, we can give you a contract, 1.9 for 3 years for a third liner. It's not the worst contract. Eric Odell, we don't need you anymore. You can go to free agency. Ekholm as well, we don't need you. We could have used you for trading bait, but it's not really a huge deal. Let's go to Andrew Shaw. Let's go 2.22 over the course of 3 years for Andrew Shaw. Andre Palat, I'm hoping he gets a lot better for next year. Although I feel comfortable at $3 million for 2 years for Andre Palat. It's not a bad contract. And then we have Trevor Parks, you can go to free agency. Austin Watson, we'll give a contract to. We'll give you 1.5 for 2 years. He's been really good, actually, ever since we got him out of free agency. Brendan Gallagher here. Actually, we picked him up on waivers, actually. 2.3 for 3 years for Brendan Gallagher. I'm comfortable with that. Teemu Selanne. Here's going to be the big fish. $8 million for 4 years. Oh, boy. Let's go 7.7 for 4 years. That's a pretty hefty chunk of change there. Brassard will tender qualifying offer. Lowry, exact same for you. Dmitry Jaskin, there you go. Sign a 2-way deal. Scott Kosmachuk will give you a deal as well. What else we got? Ryan Olsen, tender qualifying. Robert Hagg, the guy we traded from the Flyers. Go ahead and give you a contract there. Fowler, tender qualifying. Bickle was the guy that we got in the 3rd round this year. And then we got Ethan Price, we're going to give a contract to. Welcome to Winnipeg, kid. And then we are going to be done here. So it's actually the re-sign stage pretty quickly. I'm happy that we got to keep James Reimer, though. He is in a contract year. So say, for example, Eric Comrie gets to be an 86 starting goalie by the trade deadline. We can go ahead and ship James Reimer off. But for right now, we're keeping James Reimer. That's the way it's going to be. I'm actually probably going to cut this episode off at the start of free agency, and then I'll probably record the next one. I'll probably get 2 GM modes out today, but let's see here quickly, see what players re-sign with us. So Teemu Selanne is back for $7.7 million for the next 4 years. Matthew Perreault is back. Andrew Shaw, Galley, Palat, Yaskin, all of these guys. Eric Bickles, Kosmachuk, right on. Everyone is back the way I wanted it. So we have some free agent room. Look at the free agency. Vinny Prospel, 94 overall. Oh boy. See, this could be huge. Let's hop into free agency. There could be a couple of really high quality players. Paul Kariya, baby, there he is. Paul Kariya in free agency. No way. Is he? Oh my god. And Prospel and Rick Nash and Oshie and Berglund. Oh my god. Look at this free agent pool. Okay, Kariya is a UFA. Oh my god. Are we getting Paul Kariya here? I think we're gonna get Paul Kariya. Rick Nash is available as well. What a star-studded free agency. Holy shit. Okay, so we got Thomas Hertl. Could you imagine a line of Paul Kariya, Mark Scheifele, and Teemu Selanne? Oh my god, that is insane. Plus having Philip Forsberg, Thomas Hertl, and Andre Palat, and then you have Andrew Shaw, Perreault, and then Gallagher. Oh my god, that is a nasty top 6. I'm probably going to cut it here, and then I will... Oh man, I got to think about this for a minute here. So many quality players, all these prospects as well we're going to go ahead and give a contract to, but Paul Kariya, baby. We could reunite Kariya and Selanne. Oh my god. He had some pretty decent years in Anaheim, but I guess they couldn't agree to terms. He's almost a point-a-game player for his whole career. And look at him during the playoffs, baby. Oh my god, 25 points in 22 games. This could be the key. This could be the guy that sends us over the edge from getting bounced in the first round to being a legit Stanley Cup contending team. Oh my God! So let's quickly have a look at the contracts here. See what our team could potentially look like. So Teemu Selanne, we could have him on the right wing because Korea is a left wing. So it could be Korea, Scheifele, and Selanne. Oh my God! And then Forsberg, Palat, and Hurdle, and then Gallagher, Perreault, and Sissons, and then have Andrew Shaw, Watson, and Smith on the fourth line. Oh boy. And then defensively, it could be, sorry, I'll go to the quick defense here. It could be Trouba, Morrissey, Myers, Bufflin, Alexiak, and Larson. Oh my God, that's gross. Look at Eric Comrie, already at 83 overall, so he's progressing great. Oh boy, that is awesome. So, I'm going to cut it here. I got to do some thinking here. I got to manage our cap a little bit, see if we can afford Paul Kariya. I was listening to offers from the Sharks. Oh boy, we got to get in right now. I mean, if he's listening to the Sharks offers right now, they just got rid of Thomas Hurdle. They are itching to get another top six forward. If we could sneak in and take Hurdle and Kariya from them, that would be awesome. So let me go ahead and think about this here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one, where maybe we're going to add our second legend to the Winnipeg Jets franchise.